Hello, and welcome to another episode of Nifty Knitting Ninja Podcast. As always, I am your host, Abigail Taylor. Um, we're in a slightly different location today. Um, I'm so sorry if you guys can hear any background noise. It's been stormy outside, and um, the rain has been really loud, and I have my washer and dryer going because I'm washing some laundry, so I'm hoping that's not too distracting. But today we are actually in my son's nursery because I do have a little bit better light in here. It's another gray, rainy day, and I can kind of come in here and close the door and not be bothered by rain or any other sounds. So this is where we are today. I didn't want to wait any longer to podcast because it's been about 3 weeks, guys. It's been unintentional that I've waited 3 weeks, but things just kept cropping up. There was a week where I really wasn't feeling well. Last week I was going to podcast, but then the mowers came through right as I was about to do it, and I still wasn't feeling well, and then time just kind of got away from me. So yeah, I am here today. Today is May 8th, 2019. It's about 10:17 in the morning. So I hope that everybody has had a fantastic 3 weeks and that it's brought you much joy and happiness. And if it hasn't, then I hope that you have joy and happiness in the weeks to come. So let's get right into the making, shall we? I think I'm gonna start off with some finished objects. And the first finished object that I would like to show off is I've made some socks for hubby. Ooh, and this color is really getting blown out. That's really not good. It's getting washed out. It's more of like a washed out. I'm sorry, guys. The lighting still isn't good. And if you notice a difference in the quality of this video this week, I just want to put this out there real quick. If you notice a difference in the quality of the video this week, I am so sorry. My hubby traded some old electronics to give me a new computer, so I'm still figuring out how it works, and I haven't found any good video editing software for it yet. So if you're a person who edits videos or you have a podcast and you have some video editing software that works with Windows 10 that you really, really like, please share down below. I would really love to know where I can find some good software. But yeah, I did these socks for hubby. And they're just 2 different shades of teal, dark teal, light teal, gray. There's this gray, white right here, and then there's this black and white pattern. Really, really simple. I did a fish lips kiss heel. If you guys can see that. Let's show it this way. Let's not do things the hard way this week. Come on, focus please. Okay, well, it's not going to focus up close. But everybody and their uncle has heard about fish lips kiss heel. So if you don't, I will have everything linked in the show notes, which you can find a link to down below. Or you can just head on over to my blog, littletaylorwifelife.blogspot.com, and that's where all the episode show notes will be. But yeah, my husband likes shorty socks, so that makes it really, really easy to knit him up a pair of socks, and he has relatively small feet, so that makes it easier. But the real showstopper on these socks is not these socks themselves. Because what I did was, of course I'm going to drop that. Let me grab this real quick. I made matching mini socks. And these don't match themselves, but they match Daddy's socks. So there's Daddy and baby socks, and they're so, so cute. For these, I just used, again, I did a fish lips kiss heel. Let's see if we can see it on these. Nope. Okay. Camera's gonna be stubborn. But for these, I used Mina Phillips Easy Baby Toddler Sock Recipe, something like that. Again, it'll be linked in the show notes. And I made the, oh my gosh, pregnancy brain. What size did I make these in? I believe that I made these in the 6 to 12 month size, I believe. But yeah, so our little man has matching socks to Daddy. And I'm planning on making all of his socks to match his dad's. So that's really cool. And I think that I have about 3 or 4 pairs of little man socks to go so that he can have all socks that match his daddy's. Anyway, I will stop with the cutesy baby daddy talk. For now, it's coming later. It's coming. So those are done. Baby socks and adult socks. And hubby will be glad that I showed those, so now he can wear them. And you guys might remember these from last episode. Don't judge me. The ends are not woven in. Just couldn't bring myself to do it yet. So they're done, but they're not finished. And yes, all the ends are not woven in on the inside either. Guys, my speckle rainbow socks, my scrappy socks, that I was working on for the longest time. Again, fish lips kiss heel. My socks are all pretty standard. US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter, fish lips kiss heel, so they're all pretty standard. This is a 60 stitch sock. My hubby socks are also 60 stitches. That just seems to be what works best for us. But yeah, these are done, and the heels, toes, and cuffs are in Show Me Yarns boot heel base in Moonless Night. So that's just a straight up black. Hey, that works better if I don't put my hand back behind it. Who knew? Like I said, still figuring things out, guys. And these were a mini set that they don't currently have in their shop. But I believe it was the Rockstar mini set or something. If you go back a few episodes, I'm pretty sure I tell you which mini set that I did. But you have orange, blue, green, pink, and purple speckled with black. And these are all 20 gram mini skeins. And what I did is I just did 8 rows of each. Yeah, 8 rows of each. And I did a little bit of a slip stitch pattern on the front here and on the back of the leg as well, if you can see that. But yeah, I did these 2 at a time because I was a little bit afraid that I would run out of yarn, especially with the long cuff. But I didn't. I did them toe up 2 at a time. And I still have a little bit left over. I used about 10 grams of each mini. About. So yeah. These are done. Why do they look so different? Oh, let's turn it around. Then they'll look the same. I just have to weave in the ends, and those will be finished, as the Knit More girls say. But those are done. The knitting is done. You guys will be so happy that you don't have to see those again on the podcast, I'm sure. And I don't even know what episode this is. I don't think I even said the episode. To be honest, I'm probably not going to say it because I have no idea. I think it's episode 52 or 53 maybe. I'll put it here on the screen, and it'll be up on YouTube and at the start, and you guys will figure it out, I'm sure. Alright, and another thing that you guys didn't even see I made a washcloth, which I forgot to mention in last episode. I actually had more finished objects. They were blocking, so I forgot to bring them in the show. I made a dish towel and two washcloths for a friend in the Random Acts of Kindness group on Ravelry. She was getting a divorce and just having a hard time. And I personally know what that's like, so I wanted to do something to cheer her up a little bit. So I did actually have 3 finished objects that I didn't show last time. But I made myself a washcloth. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I never thought that even though I'm a knitter, I never thought that I was going to be the person to use, like, crocheted and knitted washcloths and dishcloths. But my hubby already had one in the dishcloth cupboard, and it is hands down my favorite dishcloth ever. So I decided to make some more. And this is just out of Peaches and Cream in the Black Currant. Let's see if you guys can see that. Focus, please. Well, you guys get the gist of the name. But this is the Black Currant colorway, which I believe is a berry. I believe it's a purple berry. Anyways, this is not showing up true to color at all. But it is a worsted weight, 100% cotton, like $1.50 at Walmart. Let's see. Oh, that's too blue. Oh, there we go. That's more of the color. It's more of like this bright purple right there. That was awkward. But yeah, I did these on a US 9, which I believe is a 5.5 millimeter. Let me check. Yes, got it. It's a 5.5 millimeter. I knitted these on US 9, and I did Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth, which again will be linked in show notes. It's the same pattern that Yarn Hoarder Amber uses, but just like her, I didn't want the eyelet version, so I just did the non-eyelet version. I just omitted those. And it's a free pattern. So, yeah. Each dishcloth, sorry, again, out of breath, baby pushing on my lungs. Each dishcloth takes about 1 ounce, and those are 2.5 ounce balls, so I know I can get another full dishcloth out of here and then a half dishcloth. So I'm excited and so happy that I'm getting to make some for myself. And this next thing, this is the last finished object that I have, and you guys didn't even see it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which I have changed back to a private account due to some issues, but if you just request to follow me and I can look at your profile and you look like a decent person or a crafter, I will allow you to follow me. Anyways, you didn't even see this, but if you follow me on my Instagram, you will have known that I put out a call for testers, and I do currently have someone testing it. Thanks, Danae, Dinitz, or Din Mama. Thank you so much for testing this for me. This is my newest pattern. This is a scrappy granny bolster cover is what I call it. And I just decorated the ends with some beads and tassels. There's the other end. And it's fabulous. And what I actually did is I finally, let's get it more in frame here. I know I'm a little off center, but we're trying. I used a size E hook, crochet hook, and I just made a magic ball for all of my yarn, sock yarn scraps. Yeah, just whip this little thing up, and then I whipped up the pattern, and as soon as it's done being tested, I will have the pattern up for purchase. It will be available for $1.50 starting June 1st. Now, I am releasing the pattern on May 24th, but here's where you guys get the best deal. I'm releasing the pattern on May 24th, and for those 5-6 days for that week, I am offering it for free, and then on June 1st, it'll be available for purchase for $1.50. So yeah, I am so excited about this, and I hope that you guys are too, because this is really, really adorable. And I love it. I love all my scrappy projects, if you can't tell. Anyways, so that's the last of my finished objects, and I'm just going to set that over here. Now, oh, no, it's not. I lied. I'm sorry. Now, the work on it is finished, but it's not finished. I made a little sun hat for my son. Because he is going to be born in July, which is usually a really hot month. I thought, well, you know, if we go out on walks, I don't really want to put a blanket over his stroller because of the heat. You know, it could actually trap heat in there instead of keep him cool. Or if we're outside and he's like in the playpen, I don't want him to like get too much sun, especially on his face. So I whipped up a little sun hat, and this I believe is the what's the pattern? Pregnancy Brain, guys. I'm telling you, it's awful, horrible. Shoot, I can't remember the name of the pattern. I will link it along with everything else in the show notes. But this is kind of like a little fisherman sun hat. I made it in the 0 to 3 month size. And the ends aren't woven in, obviously. But yeah, he's got a little sun hat. And I did it all in just one color. And I decided that I would do it in one color. And then if I actually decide that I want to do it in a different color, this yarn, which is like a cream, it's actually light enough that I can over dye it. I could dye it to whatever color I want. But I am going to make him another one of these because, like I said, he's going to be a warm-weathered baby. And I'm using Lion Brand Yarns Comfy Cotton Blend, which is in the colorway Whipped Cream. I actually just noticed that. I didn't actually look at the colorway whenever I picked it up. Try getting in front of my face. Autofocus obviously does not want to focus. Okay, whatever. Anyways, there are 392 yards to 200 grams, and I have this much left. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to make him one in a 12 to 18 month size because that'll be next summer. Potentially next summer, and so he'll have a sun hat for then too. And there's so many plans that I want to do before he gets here, and we have 8 weeks, like 8.5 weeks. Not a lot of time. My hands need to get busy. So yeah, that is kind of like dream crocheting. It is a crochet pattern, so like I definitely want to get that done before he gets here, because I know once he gets here, I won't have a lot of time to do anything. Oh, I forgot that I put this in there too. Got another ball of peaches and cream. And this is in the pink lemonade colorway. Please, 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 will you just focus? Urgh. There we go. Pink lemonade. And this is a smaller ball. This is 2 ounces. So I'm going to probably end up making a couple dishcloths out of this. But it is glorious and wonderful, and the colors are just so, so pretty. So that's my next couple of washcloths as well. I'm on a washcloth kick, guys. Excuse me. So sorry for anybody listening on headphones. I should have brought water in. My throat's getting a little sore because we've had a onslaught of pollen attack. But I think I'm really doing a lot of washcloths because I've got a lot of big projects going at the moment, and I just feel like I need a little bit of a palette cleanser, and for me, a washcloth is the perfect palette cleanser. Because I've been working on this. This is another Twinkle Twinkle blanket by Helen Stewart, Curious Handmade. And I'm doing this one in the same yarn. It's, I'm sorry I don't have the tag, but it is Loops and Threads Joy Decay. And this is in the colorway Cloud. And it's like a silver. It's a really, really pretty silver gray. So, the reason why I'm making 2 is because I couldn't decide on my color the first time. So, you guys already saw the one that I made, which I'm not going to bring out the show because all that I did is weave in the ends. And that's not credible enough to show. But that one's finished. So, I just have to finish up this one. I'm about ready to go on repeat 14 out of 19. So, after this next one, I'll have 5 more to go. So yeah, it's coming along and I'm getting quite a bit done on it, but it's getting so big that I just, every once in a while, need a palette cleanser because this has been all that I've been working on lately. You guys haven't even seen this either. This is being worked on a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeters. And these are just, these are my Knit Picks short interchangeables in the Caspian wood colorway, and let's see if we can get that to focus. Sorry guys, don't know where my autofocus is off today. It's not off, but it's like not doing its job. So yeah, this is coming along. I've been working on this a lot, trying to get it done. Because either this one or the last one is going to be for his baby cousin, which my sister-in-law is pregnant and she's due 3 months after me. So I'm trying to get this blanket done so that his baby cousin can have one and he can have one as well. And like I said, I won't have much time once he's here, so I'm trying to get all this done before he gets here. And just because I feel like we weren't super short on content, but I haven't shown this in a while, and I've done quite a bit of work on it lately, so I thought that I would show you guys this time. My Cozy Memories blanket. And I have done so much work on this, guys. Sorry, my nose itches for some reason. I'm not sure why. Probably the allergies. Again, I'm just going to blame everything on allergies. This is a new one. And it's just, oh, you can really tell on camera. You can't really tell that much in person, but you can tell on camera that I used 2 different ones because I ran out of this one. This one's new. And this one is new. And you guys just saw this. This is leftovers from hubby's socks. This one's new. This is some leftovers that I had from some Perfect socks. And I went ahead and finished this one. This is Leading Man Fiber Arts in Imperfection. This is one of my yarns. This is the 2018 colorway from my yarn shop, The Psychedelic Sheep. This is also one of mine from The Psychedelic Sheep. This is Aurora Borealis on Sparkle, Stardust. If you can, I don't even know if you guys can see this. See the sparkle in there. Okay, you can't really, but trust me, it sparkles. This one's also sparkly, but this is a Show Me Yarn sock blank. This is Taste of Rainbow. And that's just a little remnant, and you could tell it came from a sock blank because it's kind of wonky. But yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new squares that I've added. This has been kind of like my literal potato chip knitting. It's like, you know how when you're eating potato chips, you just like keep grabbing for more? I couldn't stop, guys. I just wanted to keep going and going and going and going, and I had to force myself to stop because obviously I have some other priorities of things that I would love to get done before little man gets here, so I had to put this aside, sadly. But I've been really moving on it, and I'm so proud of myself for that. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in my life. Should you care to stick around? Should you care not to stick around? Then have a great week, and I will see you next time. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much more because, like I said, my throat's kind of scratchy and it's getting a little sore. But I am 31 and a half weeks pregnant. In 2 days, I will be 32 weeks. So, and honestly, I don't feel huge for the time, for how far along I am in my pregnancy. I don't feel huge. But then he's not really a huge baby. He's in the 39 percentile range, which my doctor told me on a scale of 1 to 10, he is a 4 on the size scale range. So he's like not even half of that scale, but he's my little peanut, and that's okay because little peanuts are just as great as big peanuts. So yeah, he's probably gonna turn out smaller. We've just been getting ready for him and so excited to meet him. Again, I haven't been feeling well, and I think it's because some of it's because of allergies, some of it's because I've had some other medical things going on. Nothing major, nothing to be concerned about, just some things that, you know, some rest and self-care will take care of. But yeah, I have almost every single item of clothing for him washed and put in a Ziploc baggie. I'm getting the house prepared. I'm just nesting and cleaning whenever I have energy, which isn't a whole lot. The third trimester exhaustion has hit me like a ton of bricks. And I'll get up and 2 or 3 hours later, I'm ready to go back to bed. I'm just like exhausted all the time. Out of breath a lot because obviously the bigger he gets, the more that he pushes on my diaphragm, which makes it a little harder to breathe. But I'm just enjoying these last sweet moments that I get to spend with him while he's still in there. And hubby actually, he's a really shy baby. He never kicks for anybody except for me. But I was having trouble going to sleep last night, and so hubby came over to my side of the bed and laid his hand on my belly and immediately got kicked. I mean, like, So his hand was like laying right here on my belly, and the minute that he put his hand on my belly, his hand got kicked like up here. Like it was a really big kick. Um, and then he continued kicking my hubby's hand for about 15 minutes, and it was just so sweet and so special, and it was just a really special memory and a special time that I know that I'm not bound to forget anytime soon. Um, but that was the most that he kicked for my hubby, and so I'm really glad that my hubby got to experience that. And he reacts well to music and sound, and he's just healthy and doing great. I'm healthy and doing great, besides the few allergies and issues that I've been dealing with. But as far as like all my medical levels go, I am just healthy as a horse, and I'm doing great. Feeling pretty good. And like I said, we are just getting ready, and I would say that we are actually 98% ready. We still have a few things that we need to get before he gets here, but we are almost there. And I just want to mention real quick too, before I forget, if you guys remember all those wonky triangles that I was making, well, I actually steam blocked them because some of them were acrylic. I steam blocked them, and this is the result. And it spans from the window's over here, and it's a pretty big window. I would say that it's probably about 6 feet across. It goes from one side of the window to the other, across here, and across half of the wall over here. So, let me see. Let me see if I can actually, sorry for anybody that gets motion sickness, but I really want you guys to see this. So there's those, and I'm not going to go all the way across because that would be awkward. And then there's that. And that picture looks crooked, but it's actually just how the bunting's hanging. It's actually straight. So yeah, actually go to position that back up a little bit. But yeah, things have been going good. Hubby's really been working a lot, trying to make as much money as possible before baby gets here, so that maybe he can take a little time off on paternity leave to spend some time with his son. My mom and I are currently planning a baby shower, which I am super excited about. And yeah, everything's just going great. We, like I said, hubby traded in some old electronics and got me a new laptop because my old laptop was on the verge of surpassing dinosaurs. And it was so slow. It wasn't working great. So I didn't ask him to, but he decided to get me a new laptop, which I'm so grateful for, and slowly coming to love it. I'm not fond of Windows 10, but it's better than nothing, right? I think I'm really coming to love it. And yeah, so, and like I said, if you edit videos of any kind, or you're a podcaster and you have some really great video editing software, preferably free, that you really like and that you love to use, please drop me a comment below, and let me know, because I have yet to find some video editing software for Windows 10 that I really like. So yeah, the editing on this episode might be a little wonky, but that's okay. And I guess that I'm gonna quit blabbering on, and because we're almost at 35 minutes, I am going to go clean up the house a little bit, pop a new load of laundry into the washer, pop the current load into the dryer, and get on with my day, and I will let you guys get on with your day too. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me. If you're a new viewer, Thank you so much for sticking with me if you're still here. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back to the Disorganized Crazy every time. Bye, guys.